Good morning, YouTube. So today is 21st of April, and I have entered in a trade. I have entered at a PE of 17,450 out of the money because premiums are very high today, and my entry point was 17,647, and this line here was my stop loss. This trending line was my stop loss because this was a trending resistance. So this was my stop loss, and then I have trailed my stop loss to here, and there is the high of the day, the high of the first 5 minutes candle, and Nifty has been unable to it has been consolidating in this range. So today I'll try to book small profits, not hold on to a trade for a very long time because still Nifty is directionless. The only reason being the results of the big companies are going to be out today. And in the evening we have the results of Reliance. So they are like they are going to make profits as expected, but until and unless it is confirmed, Nifty, I don't think it will go rally up. So today I feel it will be a range bound market today also, because if there is a move on the upper side, it can come on Monday, or there is a move on there is a breakdown, it can come on Monday. So right now I'm trying to tell myself that anything can happen in this trade. I can lose this trade also, and there is a random outcome. So, and the most important thing is I don't need to know what is going to happen, whether Nifty will go up or Nifty will fall down. I just need to follow my setup, and I can, if I can think in terms of probability, I can earn consistent profits. So Nifty is almost towards 600, 17,600. So my stop loss is 661, which is 14 points. So 14-15 points stop loss. So if I take 30 points, that comes to 1:2 trade. So I'll try to do that. Let's see what happens. So I have exited from the trade. My exit was at 607. So 40 points I captured in the index. So it is 1:2 trade. And there was a resistance, so that is the reason I entered in this trade. So 1:2 trade, and the randomness of the trade. But since I could have waited for a little more time, but the thing is that I have observed, or I have realized that waiting for too long in any out of the money call or put, any out of the money strike price, it doesn't help me. But in option buyings, the thing that helps is catching a move. So this green candle killed my move here, because if it would have come here, then I would have made a decent 500 rupees profit. But somehow I managed 300 rupees. But that's okay. I'm not concerned about the output, the end result, but the process. So I've entered at I've exited at 607. My entry was at 647. So 44 points was captured with a risk of 14 points. So almost more than 1:2 trade. And these two green candles have killed my profit, because after this red candle, if it would have come straightly here, then I would have made more than 500 rupees profit. But so I didn't wait it for much long. But another reason is the support is like only 15 points far from here. So I booked 15 points early, because since it is confusing, this is another realization that I developed. In a confusing market, I should gather 20, 40, 60 points. And in a market where there is a direction, I should wait for long targets, which I'll get. But since the market is confusing and directionless, so I try to book short profits. So that is it. Let's see if I can enter in another trade today. So I have again entered in a trade at 17,588 at a call of 17,800, and actually it was a limit price given, and it got activated. But this was my stop loss and my setup. I would have entered here. So 8 points below where I entered. But anyways, so I'll exit as soon as my stop loss gets hit. And this was a range in which Nifty was traveling for so long. So I've just entered as soon as it broke the range on the downside. So let's see what happens, and it's just randomness of any trade. This is a proper setup, because this is a very important support here, and if it breaks this support line, then I'll exit, and if it doesn't break this support line, then I'll stay in this trade and try to capture small profits. So every moment is unique, every trade is unique. It is not necessary that it will go up. It will take support. It might not take support. So I may I may fall into a winning trade, or I may fall into a losing trade. It depends on other market participants. And I'm reminding myself every moment that I don't have any control over the market. So let's see what happens. So the CE trade that I've entered at 17,588, the CE of 17,800, I entered here, and it hit my stop loss here. So I have exited this candle, booking a loss of this 73, 83, 88, 15 points in the index. And again, I've entered at a PE of 17,400 which here was around 20 rupees, 19-20 rupees after the breakout of this range. But I have entered at a much higher price, and my stop loss for this trade would be 85 because I have entered at 67. So or this can be my stop loss also, but technically this swing should be my stop loss 90, 88. So I'll keep 88 my stop loss. This swing here should be my stop loss for this trade, and I'll trail it. I'll keep trailing it, but for now this is my stop loss here for this trade. So this is my third trade for today. The first one I booked profit of 40 points. The second one I booked a loss of, I was stopped out at 14 points. And the third one is almost almost 20 points. So if my stop loss gets hit, I'll immediately exit and not trade anymore today, because I've already done 3 trades. So, but since it broke this support line and gave a 5-minute closing below this support line, so I'm pretty that it is going to go a little below towards 500. And this I'll trail my stop loss to here 573. So 6 point in the index will be my stop loss, but technically it should be this, so I've kept it. Then I'll trail it to here, and I'll try to book small profits. So let's see what happens. Loss got hit and I exited. 567 was my entry point. Here 567, and I exited at around here 587. So 20 points in the index. I took a stopped. I was stopped out in 20 points in the index. So again, if this again if Nifty comes below this point 572, then only I will enter in a PE trade. Otherwise, I will not trade today anymore. This short covering came just to hunt down the stop losses of the retail traders because this was a important support for many days, and it broke the support, stayed for 10-15 minutes, and then it broke the resistance again. So this is the randomness of the trade. Anything can happen. A big buyer enters the market and reverses the whole game. So 20 points here and 15 points there. So 35 points in last 2 trades, and I have in the first trade I made a profit of 40 points. So like I was supposed to get out cost to cost, but in monetary value I had a loss of 400 rupees. So that's it, and I have taken 3 trades today, and I'll only trade once it again enters this point, and I'll trade and keep this as my ASL. So let's see what happens. 3 trades in one day. I should, this is another thing that I should look out for. I should try to trade as less as possible, not 3-4 trades in any day. One trade per day, I'll try to stick to that, or maximum 2. So today's learning is that I have over traded, but I could stick to my discipline and get out at my stops. So that was a relief in itself. So let's see what happens, and if it goes below this line again, then only I'll enter and keep this as my stop loss. So let's see what happens.